It's Lady Jazz, and it is, oh, what's today? Thursday. Today is Thursday, and I am at lunch, and my week is coming to an end. And has it been a long one? Yes, sirree, Bob. It has been a long one. I have been working late. And working late, lots of work, cold. It was, when I left the house this morning, it was 19 degrees. I'm like, where is this weather coming from? I don't get it. Anyway, so I thought I'd come in and do part 2 of my series of planning, preparing, and executing for 2015 to tighten up my budget, tighten up my savings, tighten up my health care, tighten up my skincare. So today I want to talk about doing a budget, creating a budget, staying on budget, trying to get on a budget, and so forth. We don't think much about our small everyday purchases when we go to the store. You know, we don't count up $1 here, $1 there, and when you put it all together, how much have we spent in actuality? A good example of that is lunchtime. You know, if you go to the snack machine, maybe it's 75 cents for something in the snack machine. But if you do that every day, once a day or twice a day, at the ending of the week, when you add that up, it's like, wow, look at all the money I've wasted on junk food, you know? So aside from harmful behavior such as gambling and alcohol and drugs and taking elective surgeries that cut into our everyday spending, there are, according to my article that I read, 10 common unnecessary purchases that eat up our budgets. And I have to say I'm sort of in agreement with most of it. Convenient snacks and drinks, buying sodas from the soda machine, buying coffee at Starbucks once, twice a day, going into a 7-Eleven or one of those little convenience corner stores rather than the grocery store. All that eats up our budget from working with just getting the convenience of something being right at our fingertips. New clothing. Buying used clothing, as I stated in my previous video, is so much better for our budget if we can find those things. I totally understand that it's not it is not going to be everything that you can purchase at a used clothing store, but trying to get your clothing at a clothing store, at a used clothing store, will definitely add to your savings and keep you on a good budget. Staying at overpriced hotels. Now, really, that really should not be happening, right? Because we have Hotel.com, we've got different travel agencies that can get you discount on hotels. Necessarily, if you think about it, when you stay at a hotel or a motel, all you're really doing is sleeping in that room. We get expensive hotels just because we want to stay in upper class quality, not necessarily even quality, because low cost hotels can also be quality, but paying $100 for a hotel room when you can get the same room for $50 to $45. Now, Granted, I'm only using ballpark figures, not necessarily actual figures when it comes to the hotel rooms. But we know we can get them cheaper. So try not to stay in the most expensive hotel just because of the name of the hotel. Our movies, our books, our tapes, our whatever, any kind of media stuff that you can actually get in a library, because you buy a book and you read it and then you stick it on a shelf. Why not go down to the library and check that book out? But most of the times you may not get the book on the day it comes out in the store, but you put your name on a list and you have that book, or you have that tape, or you have that CD, and you can listen to it, right? You can even find a lot of things on YouTube that maybe not books, but you can definitely get music on YouTube that you can listen to. You can download it onto your Kindle or your iPod. You just can't distribute it anywhere, but you can still have the ability to listen to that music. Apps. There are tons of applications available for your computer, for your smartphone, that are free, or at the least at 99 cents for all these people that are out there creating these apps. When they're trying to get their products out on the market, they are very, very inexpensive. So paying a lot of money for apps for your smartphone or your any kind of computer is just craziness. So there you have for saving from crippling your budget by overspending on apps for your smartphone and computer. Keeping up to the Joneses by trying to get the latest technology. You know, we're all guilty of it. A new phone comes out and we want it. Do we need it? For me, I think you have to ask yourself, do I really need something, or do I just want something? Because when you take the time to think about the things that you want to purchase, if you think about it long enough, you will find that you don't actually need something. Paying for a gym membership. Some people need that connection of being around other people in order to motivate themselves into exercising. I used to think that was my issue, but come to find, it's not really my issue. My issue is I just don't like exercising. Do I need to exercise? Of course I do. Most of us do. I sit all day at work. I sit when I go home. So I do need to make myself, motivate myself to get up and move a little bit, do a little bit of sit-ups, a little bit of push-ups, but we buy a membership, and I know I have been quite guilty of this because I've done it twice. I buy a membership to a gym and then I don't go. I go for the first month or two, and then after that it's like I'm too tired, or I can't get to it, or I just don't want to get dressed, take my makeup off, because exercising with makeup on is really bad for your complexion, so for your skin. So you just after you go home and you do all that, you don't feel like going out. So you waste money going to a gym when you can rent CDs for exercising. You can maybe join with a friend and have either you meet at their house or your house. You can go for walks, and all that is free. It's free. So why pay for gym memberships? The biggest budget eater is car loans. We all need transportation, but do we need to have the newest car on the market? Do we have to have the car with the most bells and whistles on it? How often are you using your car? If your car is your livelihood, as far as everywhere you go in your job requires you to drive, and you have to drive your own automobile, then you may... Oh boy. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My battery went a little dead, and then I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't accept the new one, and finally the camera's smarter than me. It figured out that I was putting it in wrong. Anyway, as I was saying, car loans eat up the largest portion of our budgets because we want to get the newest, the best, and they can actually cripple us. Car loans run not 36 months, but all the way up to 72 months, sometimes more, depending. And then, of course, for us YouTubers, our big budget crippling passion, beauty products. I know there are a lot of things that I purchase just from watching other people review them or see them on other people. So I know I'm not the only one guilty of this. But somewhere along the line, we need to draw a line and say, I can look, but I'm not going to purchase this just because so-and-so liked it or because it looked beautiful on them. You know, I am a lipstick hoarder. I have so many lipstick that are so similar in color. It's like, when are you going to stop buying? You know, I'm not a foundation person when it comes to purchasing a lot of foundation, but lipsticks, I have more than I can possibly use. Be a lipstick, and I'm always drawn to the same colors, so I'm constantly buying things that when I get home, oh my, this looks just like this one. You know, so you have to be careful. We're hoarding products and crippling our budgets. So anyway, I don't want to go off on a tangent because I know I'm not going to change a lot of people's minds. I'm just sharing the things that are in my thought to help me correct my overspending, of which I am guilty of sometimes, and to get into my mode of trying to save and prepare for my long-term goal of leaving corporate America. I would like to know what you guys think about these things that I've talked about today. If you can leave your comments in the comment section, I would surely appreciate it. I'd like to hear how you work in trying to get on budget and how you stay on budget, and if you're planning on making any changes in 2015 to your spending and preparing for your long-term goals as to building yourself a nest egg for you. Leave it at that for now, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I will make one more video on the topic of finances, and probably this weekend I will be doing a makeup look or eye look, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. I hope everyone's having a wonderful week, this first full work week of January, and I will check in again on the weekend. Love y'all. Bye.